Good morning, everyone from beautiful southern Utah. These are the Column Canyons. They are part of Zion National Park, but it definitely has many fewer people here. Like, I'm the only one here at this viewpoint today. It's just half a mile from the parking lot, and the interstate is at the other side of that hill, probably like 3-4 miles away as the crow flies. So, not a remote place by any means, but you don't need to be hundreds of miles away from civilization to get in trouble. I don't have cell service here. If for any reason I get hurt and I can't walk back to the car, those 3-4 miles that sound like very little, they're gonna feel like 1,000, like 1,000,000 miles. I spend a lot of time outdoors and trying to get away from people and from civilization, but that has a risk. It comes with a risk that I try to minimize. And today I'm going to be talking about the safety measures that I take when I get out. This is not meant to be an exhaustive guide about what we should do outside. Is what I do, and I would love to hear about your own tips and advice when it comes to be safe out here. So the first thing is to avoid getting in trouble at all. That means know your skills, know your capabilities, where you are able to go, how far you can push yourself. The same goes for your car. Don't put your car on roads that it cannot handle. Keep extra food in your bag, even if it's just a couple of granola bars. They might save your life. Always have water with you. Make sure you have plenty of gas in the tank, or at least that you are aware where the next gas station is if you are far away from it or not. Wear the proper shoes and the proper clothes for the weather. I'm pretty bad at this. I never wear enough clothes. I'm always kind of cold. That is a mistake I'm trying to fix. If you are shooting during sunrise or sunset, bring a light with you. You can use your phone as well. But talking about the phone, be very careful with the battery, because when it gets cold, it drains really fast. So I have an extra battery in my camera bag and a cable, so I can always charge it, even if it's just to 20%, 25%. That's all you need if you need to make an emergency call or something like that. Having a first aid kit is also a very good idea. I don't have one with me right now in my camera bag. I only have a few band-aids and ibuprofen. I have more stuff when I go on longer hikes, and I have a proper kit back in the car just in case. It takes very little room and it could be of great help. Make sure that at least one person knows about your plans and when you expect to be back in civilization. Don't just tell them. Send them a message or an email or something like that, so they don't forget, so there is no confusion about where you are going, what you said you were going. I give myself a little cushion of 2 to 3 hours about the time that I expect to be back, just in case I find some interesting images to be made, or just in case I don't get service back when I was expecting, so people don't worry about me. But it is very important to have a deadline, because if something does happen to you, a few hours can make a big difference. Self-defense. Bear spray is a very good idea. I've never had one, but I'm planning on getting one. It doesn't make sense for this trip anymore because it's almost done. But for the next trip, I will get one. Bear spray, despite the name, it's just pepper spray, so it works with bears, it works with other animals like mountain lions, it works with people as well. I also keep a little knife with me. This is not for self-defense purposes, it's just to, I don't know, if I need to cut branch, if something gets stuck, a thread or something, to open food packages and stuff like that. But hey, it could work if you really need to defend yourself. The last thing I wanted to talk about is this little device right here. This was a very recent purchase. I bought it 3 weeks ago. It's a satellite communicator. There are not many brands out there that make these. One of them is Garmin. I guess that's the most popular one. This is Solio or something like that. I don't know. It's a brand new company. I think they released this satellite communicator just back in January of this year. This device is very basic when it comes to features compared to the Garmin, but it's also much cheaper. The only thing that this device does is to send and receive messages. That's all. But it can do it from anywhere in the world, no matter where you are, no matter if you have service on your phone, no matter if you have a phone at all. You need to have a kind of clear view of the sky though, so it's not going to work in buildings, basements, or caves. I don't really know why I haven't gotten one of these much sooner. This can be a lifesaver. It has an SOS button there that you can press, and hopefully, in theory, help will be in their way soon after. And as I said, you don't need to be in super remote places. You don't need to be in strenuous hikes to the middle of nowhere. Just driving around. What happens if your car breaks down and you don't have service? Being able to text someone and send them your GPS coordinates, that can save your life. So far, I've only used it to send messages like, I'm okay, I just got here, how are you? That kind of stuff, but it gives you a peace of mind that I didn't have before. I'm gonna leave a link in the description down below to this product just in case you are interested. I'm not endorsing this one specifically. Take a look at the Garmin ones if you want more features like maps, location requests, and stuff like that. This is just perfect for me though, and for the price, it's awesome. There is no such thing as a risk-free hike. There is no such thing as a risk-free drive. But again, life is not risk-free. No matter where you are, no matter what you are doing, something could always happen at any moment. This is just about minimizing the chances of that happening. And if something does happen, improving our chances to get out of that situation in one piece. And that's all I think that I had to say about safety in the outdoors. I'm gonna keep going on my little hike here in beautiful southern Utah. Please remember to leave your tips down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.